It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the 49ers and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action now. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Jackson. This one caught by Kittle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a Washington offense heading out. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that number 1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it. But nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in. And we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play. But nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 33.
They'll run with ETN.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
The one thing we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 46. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Draw play, ETN.
And they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Again, Jackson.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's Gallup on the slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that 1st down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now Lawrence. Complete, it's Dodson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Well, he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They go play action with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And taken right on the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense back out there. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
If it's for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Thomas.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Dallas Cowboys who are moving on to the next round as they were able to knock off the Arizona Cardinals. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Jackson on second down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Jackson. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
second down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Lawrence.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17, Lawrence.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Lawrence will throw.
Dancing to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence able to connect with Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope.
ETN showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson, option right. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Lamar Jackson, 64 yards.
And the Niners get a bit closer. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Lawrence on third down. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. On the counter, ETN. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
ETN up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down, ETN once more. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The drive from here on is definitely crucial. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Jackson on first down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the crossing route, complete. It's Porter.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
from 6 yards away.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, it's Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. No gain on the play there. Second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. This offense so far on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Flush to his right.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. On second down, ETN once more.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Lawrence.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And they run the option on 2nd down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game defensively. When you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
occasionally you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To throw is Jackson. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 70 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And Thomas has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Jackson. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
From 4 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. And I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Now Washington down 28-24.
At time, a huge factor. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Back to throw. Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's got McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Now Lawrence.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Lawrence.
That's caught once again by Gallup.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. 4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown.
Touchdown! Rory Thomas. Rara Thomas. Touchdown, Commanders. What a... Oh, it was 4th and 5. I don't know who the hell that is, but look at that. Oh, yeah. Trevor Lawrence, trust that boy. Put him back in there. Okay. I don't know who that is, but he just won the Commanders the game. Possibly. Number 6, man. 6K, by the way, but damn, okay. Blue. Everybody going crazy. All the fans going crazy. And the crowd goes, wow. Nah, that was crazy. I can't believe that boy blew that shit.
So that one along 11.
Nigga blew that shit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Commanders is gonna win this game. I was just thinking about 49 moving on, but it seems like the Commanders about to win this game, man. Exactly there. 6 seconds left at 20. Yeah, this game, unless they get a bomb. A PI. Didn't get a field goal off that. But I don't know, man.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this
ball game. Yeah, this is the last play of the game, yeah. Last play, Mark. Last play. Last play.
Long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Good throw. Yeah, broken up in the Commanders. Watch the Commanders win. Move on. To face the Packers.
And ready to put your best product out there.
Next week.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go.
What a game.
To the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
What a game that was, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, mostly gentlemen. Man. You see the Commanders, they'll be playing. So we got NFC set already. The Commanders, they're going to be playing the Packers at home. And then the Cowboys will be facing the Panthers, man. So, shit, fuck that. We're going to be playing those games tomorrow. I played Trevor. He was like 404 yards. Had a good game, man. 2 touchdowns. He was good for them. That was good. Mark Jackson had those picks, man. 260, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Trevor actually had a good game, man. Man. Proud of that boy. ETN had a touchdown. He did okay. Mark Jackson was running, got rocked for real. 5 carries. 109 yards in the touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. scored in Terry McLaurin, good game. Besides that fumble, that fumble type shit. But yeah, good game. You had to drop back to it. Good. Yeah, good. 11 receptions. So 139 yards in the touchdown. 30-10. What the dog at? What the boy at who caught the? Who he at? That was his first. That was his first catch of the game. Scored a game-winning touchdown. That's the only catch. He blurred that shit, man. I thought it was broken up, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? 4th-year guy, Rara Thomas, just won them boys the game, man. Nick Bosa, so no pressure for pitch. Jabril Peppers and Jamon Davis. Hopefully, Jamon Davis okay. Injured. Yeah, most tackles too, man. He's going crazy. I can't fuck with Shadi because she got a bit, man. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the game, y'all boys. You about to play this last game. Bengals and Dolphins, man. So we got to play that game, get into that game right now. So y'all boys stay tuned. But let's shout out this Ra Thomas dude, man. This dude, hold on, let me see something. This dude was the fourth receiver on the roster, man. His first catch of the game. Wow, Zach, damn, boy, he schooled that shit. We got 96. Oh, that's what I'm. He got a 96 catch in traffic.
Damn, already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He been in the league for like 3 years. See, 24. He came from North Dakota. He weird that shit. Yeah, I know his mom was like, yeah, baby. That was raw as fuck. That was raw as fuck. Oh god. He put his name on the map doing that shit. His D-Rock ass too, but he was. That boy was crazy, man. Nigga did his thing, goddamn. Okay. I'm proud of this team, man. Like I said, we got to play the Washington, and we got to play the Bengals and Dolphins game. So I'm going to end this stream, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Commanders, they're going to be playing the Packers next week. I think they should honestly get that. They should get that W, man. Packers got a lucky win last week. The offense is trash. Commanders defense is good. So, yeah, they should win next week. Make it to the NFC Championship game. For the finally type shit. We just get ass roster, man. So, we'll see, man. They should win this week against the Packers. Is it finally the Commanders' year to make the Super Bowl? We shall see, man. Yeah, it's going to be the end of the stream. About to play the Dolphins. Y'all pop out to the Bengals and Dolphins.